Jet Bean.
Jet Bean! Jet Bean, we haven't seen so much of for obviously through the history, but Jet Bean trying to show that he can scrap here with the best of them.
Don't sleep on the Bean. Needs a stomp side air. Not even sure an air would do it. Offstage.
Oh, that's big.
Does he have the movement?
Gets back to the wall, snatches him back up. Luna.
Sweat Beans!
And that's a stock. Luna had such a large lead. Just to that site to make things happen. Instead, it's going to be the gauntlets where he's going to have to start off with.
I mean, to be honest, a Mordex stock can happen at any time with either weapon because they're both
as we see it right
robbery
there
weapons. Come on, man.
Jet Bean had some time to think about how to play up into this matchup against Snowy, because against Snowy, a known entity. We've seen the Rayman before. We've seen the playstyle before.
Yeah,
what a punish!
But Jet Bean's the one that's been capitalizing more.
Oh, right on top of him.
Well, this one's extra exciting because Brawlhalla is coming cross-region now.
Yeah.
And even though that we would never have a chance to see this in an online tournament with these players being from different...
Oh my gosh.
Oh, there he goes.
I don't think... Oh, he's dead. Oh my god.
That was just torture.
Ew.
There it is, the pressure. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Oh, beautiful little read and
What a
weapon throw from
rotation.
Jet Bean.
What a
Oh,
rotation.
wow.
I was very comfortable with that hammer, willing to go for very risky things because they know they're very comfortable with where they're at. But as I say that, it's a little bit too comfortable, and Jet Bean.
Yeah, it's honestly like the side show from Jet Bean and mostly like just the axe. I think the hammer might be. We'll see. We'll see how it is. Okay. Oh, I like the idea there. Oh my goodness. Pugsy looking for the hit, but Jet Bean just not giving it up, putting the pressure on here.
I mean, again, just Joe with all these follow-ups is just so difficult to contest with. Daily damage output is not even something that Pugsy could match.
Jet Bean holding on to that final, well, first stock right now, but both players are going into that deep red. But it looks
damage. But Jet Bean going high up with that unarmed. And the D-Light will secure it.
Megdy's so good at is just whittling away at the energy of the opponent. Jet Bean maybe going to try to make this quick, make sure he doesn't have to worry about it. Gets the down sig, offstage opportunity, hits the ground pound.
Gotta keep recycling the situation because even if there is technically...
Kind of struggling a bit. I like the weapon toss down. So many resources were gone that you might trip him up with the weapon toss down. The dare's going to come through on the gauntlets and starting to get some damage. And speaking of big plays, so we're starting to see some right now. Go for the GC D-Light, and he's getting more chases now, with the gauntlets.
Yeah, Nutricity comes through. Okay, gravity cancel down sig.
No, blue does not go down, and no downward pressure from him. And Jet Bean with the gravity cancel sidelight gonna go ahead and rock him up, finishing up with recovery.
Jet Bean is just kind of struggling to find that KO right now.
Absolutely, they're on that side, which at times can have some difficulties with finding those KOs. There it is, the beautiful opportunity. Jet Bean.
Come up in the air, really nice. This Petra's putting in work.
Oh, and the weapon throw to respond.
Jet Bean not gonna. Actually, Jet Bean going straight onto the stage, not even going low right there. Snowy's gonna get reversed though by the ground pound.
Really in the hands of blue team, could be fading away. A great combo, the side air into another side air off of Jet Bean. Lampy can't survive that.
Doesn't manage to find any more value. Side air, spacing out, holding that stage control. Another neutral right into the side air. Isn't a knockout just yet, but he has Yummy Dash on the ropes here on this second stock. Weapon going to the side air as well. Gauntlets in hand. Looking for a recovery, and there it is.
Find yourself there.
Yeah, no, not at all. That is going to clean up Wubbs' final stock. Now they're focusing on Lampy. That ends Sig into the scythe toss.
That's correct. That's correct. I mean, and that's one of the best things you can do in this game, right? This game is a momentum game, and it's all about hard reads. So you got to bait people. You got to set people up to do what you want them to do. And once you get steamrolling, then, I mean, look at what the Gauntlets are doing right now to start this game off. See, okay, so you steamroll somebody, and then you start going for the crazy hard reads like that and messing up your own flow, and now you're setting yourself to where you could have lost the lead. But nice pickup from Jet. Gonna still take the lead off with the recovery over the top.
But you got to respect those scythe hitboxes. So big, so generous.
And great spacing, too, though, from Jet Bean, working around that axe hit from Pugsy and taking that first stock.
Now he's got a huge lead.
I think this is the moment where he kind of has to do that, Duke, where he says, let me show you how it's done, because you haven't yet. Ooh. Oh, wait. Actually, Jet Bean might be showing him how it's done, too.
That's a back good dodge through from Snowy. Down like ground pound. Back to even. All right.
That can be a game changer. What can also be a game changer is a huge 2v2 combo. They managed to find it in the middle of the action. But, yeah, so with these slants that you have at the bottom.
Enough. And that recovery definitely would have been, but it doesn't catch. And Santi's getting a bit greedy here. Jet Bean punishing accordingly with those gauntlets, and now Santi in a bit more trouble here. Recovery doesn't connect, struggling to find this knockout right here. The dodge caught by the end light with the end sig. And actually
Jet Bean just needs one good hit at this point. They're going to be looking for it. That's not going to be able to KO quite yet, but the next one definitely will. You're off stage, you might get edge guarded. Jet Bean is looking for it.
Okay. Oh, I like that route. Not doing anything too crazy off the ledge, but stuck back on the left side here, and that is going to do it for sure.
The best at dodging it. Let's see if he can keep that stock going. Not looking like it's going to happen, though, as we see that stock disappear immediately. But Jet Bean was able to show, got the D-Light. It's not going to be enough to send it off to the side, but Jet Bean has shown that this site has put in work. It has been able to solidify KOs instantly. And one sider, one good position for it, and there's going to be the stock.
Come on, you got a kill. There it is. There's a kill.
Damn.
Oh, yeah.
Free. Damn.
If he loses this final stock on the other side, Snowy knows he's going down to the elimination bracket, getting upset. If he loses this final stock, Jet Bean goes in with the NSIG, goes in for another one.
Keeping it going there, pushes it back off stage. Jet Bean going for the recovery read, but he does not get him on a jump, and it's going to be Snowy, who is closer to getting knocked out, but he's getting his openings down. That's going to be it.
The upset.
Yeah, Jet Bean on these gauntlets has been really, really scary, and there it is!
Now, how is Pugsy going to be able to close this out is the question.
Yeah, it's going to be tough. Those big hits are not doing the knockback we're looking for, but that one sure does.
A single side light for that GC, and now the three-piece coming out of the greatsword isn't enough just yet. Yamidash touches the wall, finds the unarmed recovery.
You know, Lampy thought that Jet was going to go in on them, and then quickly back to ones. So super ambiguous, super tricky, super slippery, and wow. They're going for it.
Now I have the gauntlet, so it's going to be absolutely huge. Coming on first, Santi, but gets the reversal, the ground pound.
Oh, the ground pound
gone.
To try and get that nice parking spot in winter semis, and you get it. You set yourself in a position to potentially take game number 1 already, and Duke, it's looking like it might actually happen.
I mean, he's still got some work to put in. He's gotten some damage put out onto Snowy, but another NSIG like that, and he might be able to put this one in the bag. Snowy avoiding the signatures. Jet Bean maybe throwing a couple too many at this point.
Oh yeah, you keep going for him right now, and now that's something that's going to force Snowy to want to play grounded. But now with the gauntlets back out, Snowy can't jump too much. He's looking for the weapon. He's getting started tremendously, and he gets a D-Light into the recovery, and Jet Bean.
But yes, we do have now Crocky in a damage advantage, currently behind Jet Beam. So the thing I'm loving right now, though, is Crocky is on Spear instead of Scythe. And what that's going to do is give Crocky a lot more opportunity to actually build up that damage with those weapon throws and those SIGs that we're seeing right now.
Yeah, I think this one's going to go to Game 5. If not, I think this is going to be a 3-1 or Game 5. Ooh, wow, Jet Bean taking the first game.
Yeah, definitely coming alive a little bit right now. But Jet, unarmed, able to get a hit, gives themselves the opening to get a weapon here, tries to go for the recovery, and that was a 50-50. You had to guess which direction Pugsy was going to drift. Guessed wrong that time.
Whoa.
That time around, though, you don't have to do any guessing at all.
Uh-oh. I ain't gonna lie, this nigga Jet Bean kind of nice. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, beating that curse of Jet Bean just snaking away these second stocks. You're right, he does just level up once he gets into the game. Hard side light into the weapon throw. Onto the gauntlets now. Definitely much more consistent for finding those knockouts. Side air won't do it. Neutral light definitely will, though.
So definitely a lot of time that they're spending to really figure out each other's movements and tendencies. But overall, Jet Bean does get the first KO with a nice read.
Because it was really close.
Oh, absolutely. The stage didn't make a difference at all. So just running it right back makes good sense. They had plenty of stage control. And I really like the way Jet Bean uses that platform as a good defensive option, because we talked about how many times he got around the neutral light and had good defensive choices. He also kept getting away from the chases with the Nair, too, with the platform. Luna's going to have to make sure he makes the adjustments, because right now he's currently taking a lot of damage.
Luna's got to start relearning his defensive options, because he gets caught again.
Snowy, in terms of not wanting to overextend in front of Jet Bean, because Jet Bean is capitalized big every time, and there he goes.
Bar coming on from Hackle, bro. Oh, neutral air into Sarah, okay. Yeah, I like how we're just kind of letting him get back on stage, right? We saw this during the last set where we had a bow user, right? You just gotta show your respects to that weapon, man. You don't really have to let him get back all the time.
From him, we've seen Meg D bring these back.
Yeah, you have this low percentage window right now where you can afford to take a few hits, and Jet Bean waiting that time because he caught the dodge up the previous hit, so he wanted to catch him dodging down so he could capitalize, hopefully. But Meg D mixing it up on defense, keeping himself safe momentarily as he almost loses that stock.
Really good gravity cancel down, like good delay into the recovery. Jet Bean.
Get the punish like you were just alluding to.
Oh, and Jet Bean already starting to throw out the Enlight N-Sigs. The tap into it, the down sig.
Stack them up.
I don't know if they've lost a single 1v2 so far, and it looks like they're gonna keep that streak.
This is doable. You know, this is absolutely doable. You know what?
Go back to Tai Lung. I know it's still Mordex, but man, what is that?
I mean, maybe that's the change he needs to take us to a game 5 and take the victory. And right now, he's caught that dodge.
He didn't even have eyes.
He does. They just blend in perfectly with the fire on the back of Damien's head.
Oh, you might be right about that, but so far you may be right about a skin change. Oh, okay. We'll use a weapon throw. Now we're at that gauntlet. It's gonna be way more consistent when landing those KOs as well.
Yeah, let's see how this ends up playing out. We're gonna be just sticking with the same stage, and honestly, I don't mind it at all. It seems like either of the players had a pretty good time here. But look at Jet with these follow-ups off stage. Wow.
Yeah. The strings have been so good from both players. Love seeing all of these combos get put together here. Okay. Good offense here. Not going to hit the final smash, but what can you do? Okay.
Final smash. Are we in the right game?
Yeah, no, it's just like, I was trying to think of a synonym for a big hit. Like a big...
Ooh, Jet Bean that time maybe getting a little bit too schmixy, able to get the down weapon toss. Nice ladder recovery save, but that is not a save at all.
Missed the beat.
Saying your adjustments do not matter. I will out-adjust your adjustments. And now Luna playing from behind, the extra credit starting to add up for Jet Bean.
Yeah, keep that damage going, and he just misses out on the follow-up nair. Doesn't matter, though. He catches him again.
Again!
That was so good, too, because he already had the dodge exhausted. He recognized that was going to be a free N-Sig, and this damage is starting to very rapidly drift away.
Yeah, this is massive for Jet Bean. He's about to be up 2 stocks to Luna again. Similar to what happened in game number 1. Luna needs to find a finisher. Doesn't hit the recovery, doesn't hit the nair.
Jet Bean is so close to getting another one. Jet Bean, who are you?
Oh, I love the weapon throw as well, but now we're back on the orb too.
Absolutely. I mean, the orb does have that slightly easier to hit kill confirm. Doesn't kill as early as Gauntlets can. However, if you play it right, by going out like this, Santi could find the knockout a bit earlier, and Jet Bean, once again, the sidelight into N-Sig, catching out the dodge.
Far, so good, Rain. I mean, he took that stock early. He was able to build a little bit of damage on Crocky in the second stock, but Crocky was able to even up real quickly, and it just goes to show you, wow, beautiful strings, great reads from Jet Bean over there. Crocky getting punished.
Yeah, and the interesting thing here is that Crocky is prioritizing using Scythe over Spear. You saw that Crocky could have stayed on Spear, but now realizing, like, okay, no, Jet Beam is an absolute animal on this Scythe right now. I have to find a way to get back to Spear and really get back in my comfort zone, because Jet Beam is absolutely awakening with a force all the way from the Kung Fu Panda studios themselves. I mean, this Tai Lung pick is looking phenomenal for Jet Beam.
That's great drip. I got to give him the drip competition win in this match.
Oh, okay, I like it.
You'll have to see Crocky on Spear. He's a great Spear player too, so I'm really glad that he's picked it up.
Up to no good at all. But right now, Jet Bean dash jumping in there.
Long crossover with that Community Colors V2 color set. And I mean, that's definitely a big change up, because you've got a lot more speed in this kit in comparison to the Great Sword of Jae-Yun, and so still a lot of damage able to be put out here, but a lot
it's
more,
that speed that's going to be the equalizer here.
And the side air keeping Yami Dash in trouble off the side, and actually Moji's not going to make it back.
Meg does get access to the gauntlet. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, going all the way. He can't go all the way.
The turnaround.
Okay.
Hold right. He barely touches the wall.
That was so close, but Jet Bean keeping it going, looking for the neutral light, but he doesn't get the connection. However, Meg took so much damage for all that, and the neutral sync is coming through. Jet Bean has
again. Not enough. Jet Bean so close to finishing this off. Another N-Sig could end Meg D's run.
Side light coming through. Jet Bean looking for the mistake. D-Light's on the side. Meg D going for recovery high, and he covers him with the recovery, and Jet Bean gets a 3-0, putting a stop to Meg D's run. And if you miss-space that, you're kind of screwed. But here comes Jet Bean. He had a lot of those chases up, and he's continuing to do so right now. The weapon toss gives him control. He hasn't really gone for a ground pound play in a while, but he doesn't need to, because he should take it out here.
Like potentially, you see, okay, we're gonna try to overextend.
Oh no!
Oh, he had that too, but sit down.
Jet Bean off. Jet Bean's in trouble. Whoa!
The boot.
Oh!
The weapon toss.
That was so clean by Ein Llama, just finding hit after hit after hit, pressuring Jet Bean to the absolute maximum. Jet Bean almost getting claustrophobic.
And we saw that Jet Bean loves to go for those neutral sig reads out of the soft side. Like that was what got him so many KOs during springs, but he can't find it right here. Side air lands.
You gotta go for maybe. Okay, this is good. This is good.
Recovery connects.
Yeah, Jet Bean's in trouble because he's now like over a full stock behind. But this is Jet Bean we're talking about, okay? You can just get a quick little scythe Gimps Rooney off the side, and there's one, okay?
Yeah. Saw Jet Bean be very, very proficient in that Spring 1 tournament is equalizing stocks from a decent advantage. And right now he's doing a pretty good job at it. Let's put Java into that deep orange. He is taking a little bit of damage from Java in response. But right now, the balance of response versus damage put out is like mostly in Jet Bean's favor in this stock. And there, that soft sidelight into the N-Sig, that is the absolutely like staple knockout method he's been using on that scythe.
Jet Bean is trying to answer back, but once Jet Bean gets a reward on hit, if he jumped up into that side stick would connect, and he's going to be able to get back in. He has plenty of ranges with his mobile signatures, but I don't know if he's going to get back to this one because he's going to get covered.
Goodness. Jet Bean is working so hard to finish the stock off of Snowy, and he keeps getting back. The SIG usage to survive is insane.
It's actually incredible. I would love to see a statistic of how many of those he was able to use to properly get back historically, because that is pretty much what separates what could have been an earlier lead than now losing that stock.
Bob the Builder. Get his ass, Jet Bean. Bing, bing, bing. Get his ass, Jet Bean. Me. Hey, yo. Oh. Come here, nigga. Come here. Bop. Yo. Me.
But he's throwing the Hail Mary here, trying to get it done, and he saw that Blue definitely had it figured out the first two games. Definitely got to switch it up and try something else, and we're seeing it work out for him here. Starting off, taking full advantage, yet to be touched by Blue. Continuing to put on the offensive onslaught, working the side of the stage, coming up with the nairs off the cannon. All right, new player. I don't even know what's going on right now. Jet Bean with the cannon in hand, popping off. Another nair weapon throw coming up, but back on cannon.
Completely shutting down any option that Blue has. Wow.
Woo! Already, Megd trying to play that corner game, but Jet Bean gets past, and Jet Bean's got a similar corner game. He's sitting on the edge.
And for Jet Bean, the Apocalypse has been working out very well. It worked out earlier against Luna. It didn't finish the deal, but it also worked out in a lot of the previous sets. So, and it's sure looking like it's working here. He tries to go all the way for it, but you got to be careful. We saw earlier, Megd also was capitalizing on people up there. That was almost a beautiful string turned into a giant mistake, but the N-Sig is going to catch him again.
Jet Bean has been hitting N-Sig after N-Sig, setting up with the N-Lights. Down Sig connects this time. It'll finish off the stock. Jet Bean with the lead.
Positional pressure from Jet Bean and catching him with the Wushu finger hold. Skadoosh setting him off to the right and already has a pretty solid lead here after that close one.
In the movie, I thought he took the Wushu.
No, he got hit that.
Yeah.
Look, when there was an opportunity,
no,
I saw it and I took it.
I love the reference. I appreciate it. But right now, Luna does not appreciate how much sight stuff is in his face as Jet Bean is getting more and more damage. Another N-Light, N-Sig. Luna might go down 2 stocks to Jet Bean.
Speaking of opportunities and taking it, Jet Bean is continuing to keep this going here. He can go for as many of those N6 as he wants because he's up so much right now. One Sarah away could potentially lead to a 2. Silent's going to send him off stage. Luna does not have many opportunities to make a mistake. D-Light, weapon toss up and mixes him up with the jump, and Jet Bean, I'm landing down. Weapon toss coming in though. He doesn't get the cross up Sarah, but he gets control of the weapon spawn.
Oh, Jet Bean gets it.
All right, Luna back off stage. Luna deep into red. Jet Bean has basically one side of where. Take out the game. Number 5. We are